This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. It is a chilly start to your Monday. Chilly.
It is that. We had a cold Sunday, but here we go into the Thanksgiving week. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. November 23rd is the day.
And now at 6:30, you'll hear from the man accused of kidnapping and killing a 7-year-old girl in western Kentucky, as today he is preparing to face a judge.
What we know about Lexington's latest homicide after a man was found dead in an SUV on the city's north side.
And roll up your sleeves for a great cause. And no, we're not talking about blood donations this time. We'll have details on a different kind of fundraiser.
Boy, we have the 20s outside this morning. A couple of teens as well. It is a cold start, and you're going to have to scrape that windshield before you take off. By the afternoon, we rise very rapidly at 45 degrees, but it's still 45 degrees. It's still pretty chilly. I'll show you a warm-up and also that Thanksgiving forecast coming up.
In the news this Monday morning, the man who police say kidnapped, raped, and killed a 7-year-old girl in Allen County will be facing a judge today.
Timothy Madden was arrested almost a week after Gabby Doolin was found murdered behind Allen County Scottsville High School. WKYT's Mark Barber is at our live desk to tell us what we can expect when Madden faces a judge today.
Very tight-lipped about their investigation, but Timothy Madden is talking about the case against him. He says police did find blood on his clothes the night Gabby Doolin was raped and murdered, but he says that blood would have been from rubbing against a fence or a trash can. The 38-year-old says state police have interrogated him several times and they have had him take a polygraph. He says he is cooperating with troopers because he's innocent and has nothing to hide. Madden told WDRB in a jailhouse interview that when his charges of murder, sodomy, and rape are cleared, he will sue everyone who has slandered his name. Madden says he was at the football game at the Scottsville High School when the 7-year-old disappeared because his own young daughter was cheering with her. The 38-year-old says when Gabby Doolin walked by him looking for her friends, he told her which way they went. According to Madden, 30 to 45 minutes later, police started searching for her. When troopers found Gabby's body behind the school, they said it was clear that she had been raped and murdered.
It's all bogus. I'm a very innocent man. They can ask anybody that knows me.
Why did they connect you to this murder?
Small town gossip. They said I fit the suspect.
When Timmy come home, they said that he had spines or something on him. That's a lie. He was just like he was, and he went to the ball game and stuff.
Troopers say DNA evidence led them to Madden, but the 38-year-old says that is not possible because he didn't do anything wrong. In 10 hours, Madden will be in court to be arraigned on charges of murder, rape, and sodomy. He says he wants Gabby's family to know that he is sorry for their loss, but he's claiming they don't have the right guy. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Very disturbing details of that story. Thanks so much, Mark. Well, here in Lexington, we're tracking a crime alert after a young man was found dead.
The 18-year-old was found last night near Kent and Cabot Drives in the Joyland neighborhood. It is the 16th homicide in Lexington this year. WKYT's Mike Byer is live now to explain what else we know about the circumstances. Mike, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. I'm at the scene of Lexington's most recent homicide, which has become the city's 16th murder this year. This morning, we're still working to learn what exactly happened. Here's what we do know. It was around this time at 8 o'clock last night when police were called here to the intersection of Kent Drive and Cabot Drive. That's where Fayette County Coroner Gary Ginn says an 18-year-old man was found dead in the driver's seat of an SUV. When we talked to the coroner, he said it was too early to say how the victim died, but he said it was obvious the man's death was no accident. Ginn said there was a lot of blood at the scene and that the victim had a head injury. The victim's name has not been released. Now, we do know there were reports of shots fired in the area shortly before the victim was found. We checked with Lexington police this morning, who say they do not have any suspect descriptions. Stay with WKYT as we'll continue to work on this developing story to bring you updated information. For now, live in Lexington, Mike Byer, WKYT.
Mike, thank you very much. And new this morning, we have learned that Lexington police have made an arrest in a different weekend shooting. Adrian Washington is charged with wanton endangerment. According to his arrest citation, police say yesterday he fired a single shot into the front door of a home where there were people inside at the time. No one was hurt. In Franklin County, police are investigating 2 shootings that sent 3 people to the hospital. Police say the first shooting injured 2 people early Sunday morning on St. Clair Street in the downtown area. The second shooting happened around the same time at University Lodge on East Main Street. All 3 victims have non-life-threatening injuries. State police are looking into what caused a serious crash in Rowan County. Troopers there say 23-year-old Michelle Gully from Flemingsburg was heading north on Highway 158 when she lost control and hit a tree. She is now at UK Hospital, listed in critical condition. A Frankfort mother and her 1-month-old daughter are still in the hospital this morning after being badly burned in a fire that killed her 2-year-old son.
We were reporting live from the scene of the Country Hills Apartments where that fire started early Friday morning. 2-year-old Demetrius Johnson Jr. died in the fire. The boy's father says his wife and daughter are improving at Shriners Hospital in Cincinnati. Investigators say it could take another week to figure out how that fire started. New this morning, Lexington police think the same person is behind 2 late-night robberies. The first happened around 9:30 last night at the H&M Grocery on North Limestone. Police say a man wearing a gray sweatshirt with a white scarf covering his face pulled a gun on the clerk and stole cash. About 20 minutes later, police say a man with the same description robbed the clerk at the Marathon gas station on West Main Street. No one was hurt in either robbery, but again, police do think it was the same gunman behind both robberies.
Sentencing is scheduled for today for a man who admitted to killing 2 people in a 2013 crash. As part of a plea deal, Tony Kegley admitted to manslaughter and leaving the scene of an accident, as well as evidence tampering. Police say the victims, Tony Ross and Elizabeth Thornsberry, were hit and killed while walking along Highway 101 in Montgomery County. Prosecutors recommended an 8-year prison sentence for Kegley. Sentencing is also set for today in Laurel County for Terry Mullins, who pleaded guilty to assault and DUI. He crashed his van into a teenager on US 25 in September of last year. Deputies found Mullins asleep in his van with part of the teenager's backpack stuck in the van's grill. The teenage victim survived the crash. The Times-Tribune reports the Commonwealth's attorney has recommended 10 years in prison.
State police are trying to track down an inmate who escaped from the Knox County Jail. 28-year-old Harley Smith was arrested last August on theft and drug charges. Police say he escaped yesterday, but they're not saying how. The cold temperatures over the weekend, just a preview of what's to come. Yay. And as you start pulling out your winter clothes, a Lexington shelter hopes that you keep them in mind. God's Net on East 7th Street says it's in need of donations for the 1,500 homeless people they serve. The organization is in most need of blankets, socks, and coats. Donations can be dropped off Monday through Wednesday from 10 until 2. God's Net also collecting gently used toys for their annual Christmas store.
A Lexington native is one of 32 to be chosen as a Rhodes Scholar. Logan Jackson is a senior at Northeastern University in Boston. She graduated from Bryan Station High School in 2011, where she and her twin sister were 2 of the 3 valedictorians. She tells the Herald Leader that she plans to use the scholarship to work on 2 master's degrees, one in social intervention and policy and one in education. Winners of Rhodes Scholars are given a 2- or 3-year ride to Oxford University. A smart one for sure, and congratulations to her on that. Well, a Lexington tattoo parlor is donating proceeds today to an organization that helps cancer patients.
Tattoo Charlie's is participating in their 5th annual Tattoos Against Cancer fundraiser. For a minimum donation of $20, the shop on New Circle Road will give donors some new ink. All proceeds go to Megan's Mountain, an organization that helps provide support and services to children with cancer.
Our time this morning is 6:38. We want to check on live drive traffic and see how things are out on the roads this morning. And we will take a look right now at our map indicating that it is mostly flowing normally. We have no reports of any early trouble, but we do want to tell you about one closure today.
At the intersection of Armstrong Mill Road and Tate's Creek, the right turn lane will be blocked for sidewalk ramp installation today. That closure starts at 9 this morning. Will end at 3 this afternoon.
All right, trying to get that done in the middle of the day. Now, here are our drive times currently, and most times are normal. It's a good ride in from Nicholasville right now, as well as from Winchester and Richmond. Mount Sterling, it should be a fairly normal trip in this morning at less than half an hour. More news coming up on your Monday as we get Thanksgiving week off and rolling on WKYT this morning.
Hiccups can be annoying, and for one little performer, they came at the most inconvenient time, but as they say, the show must go on.
Yeah, you just keep rolling with it, and now you're a YouTube sensation. There you go. We're looking outside, very cold conditions, but a warming trend is coming. I'll show you that, and maybe some rain toward Thanksgiving or Black Friday. Have that coming up.